Relaxation is perhaps the single most important key to health and well-being. Oh yeah? Well, so is laughter, my friend. So is laughter. So climb on board and let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Laughing with cancer. Let's live life, not just survive. Laughing with cancer. If you're not laughing, life will pass you by.
Yo, welcome once again to Laughing with Cancer, show number 8. I'm Elvis Rico, and Laughing with Cancer. You know, I just love that intro. I really do. I know a lot of you are going, I've heard 7 of these shows, and I don't see why he's laughing. Well, why is this cat always laughing? I don't know. You know what? It's called Laughing with Cancer, but I'm not a comedian. It's just one of those things. I listen to the shows myself and I laugh at myself. So I'm laughing and I have cancer. So I'm laughing with cancer. Anyways, welcome to show number 8. It is the end of September. The end of September. Close to it. Almost, I think. I've had some computer problems. So I'm thinking this is close to the end of September that you're hearing this show now. I'm not quite sure. But it's been crazy month, September. It is, of course, Leukemia Awareness Month, Blood Cancer Awareness Month. It's also Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. So if you're over the age of 50, they tell you should go get your prostate checked, go get your, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Go get that prostate checked out. Make sure you're all right. But, yeah, it's, Leukemia Awareness Month. So that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today on today's show. Excuse me. We're going to talk about, this craziness that's been going on here in Phoenix. We've had some crazy weather. I'm talking floods. You know that, 2 weeks ago, it rained, monsoon season, right? I guess craziness with the rain and all this and the storm and all this other craziness. It flooded the I-10. You hear me? I'm literally talking people were swimming out of their cars on the I-10. You don't see that in the desert. We're in the desert. You don't see these kind of floods, especially on the highway. No way. It was crazy. I mean, there was cars, water up to the top of the roof of their car. It was crazy. I've never seen nothing like that here in Phoenix. Nothing like that. Unless you're in a irrigation ditch out in the desert and there's a flash flood, then you're not too smart if you're out there during the storm. But you're on the freeway, right? You're going to work and it's flooding. It's flooded. They even canceled schools. Schools were canceled. There was like a snow day here in Phoenix because of the floods. And there's my phone. Ringy dingy. Did you hear that? Once again, I did not silence my phone. See, I'm gonna get the hang of this pretty soon. As soon as enough people complain saying, you know what, you need to turn off your damn phone whenever you're doing a show, Mr. Elvis Rico. Turn off your phone. Okay, it's off. Anyways, so yes, it was crazy floods. Crazy. And it was raining yesterday and day before yesterday. So there's still some floods, but not quite as bad as it was a couple of weeks ago. So you know what? I just said the heck with it. Let's go down the street. There's a theater. Let's go watch some movies. Went and checked out some movies. You guys check out any of these new movies that are out? This Expendables 3. I love it. I loved it. I love anything with Arnold in it or anything with Stallone in it. I can't help it. I'm going to pay the $15 or whatever it is to go see it. How much is a movie nowadays? $12? $12 to go see it. I'm going to go check it out because there's nothing but action. I mean, you got Stallone, of course. You got Jason Statham, Jet Li. Jet Li was in it, but for a split second. I think they only showed Jet Li for twice. They have Wesley Snipes. Of course, he's all action, right? Back in the day, he was all action. And Dolph Lundgren. Is it Lundgren or Lundgren? Lundgren. From Rocky IV, the big Russian. Anyways, there was Mel Gibson and Harrison Ford, Antonio Banderas, Antonio Banderas, man. Antonio Banderas was funny as heck in that movie. I mean, he made the comedy part of that whole movie. The whole time I was thinking, Puss in Boots. You know, I was waiting for his arch nemesis, Humpty, Senor Dumpty, to come out. And he's going to turn into a cat and they start fighting or whatever. Remember that? Especially when he was in the airplane and Antonio Banderas said, "This is the happiest day of my life." I loved it. But back in the day, Stallone and Antonio Banderas did a movie called Assassins. I loved that movie. That was a good movie. That was one of Antonio Banderas' first movies to break him out as a big-time actor or whatever. But it was good. I loved it. There's a lot of action, a lot of craziness going on with that. Of course, you got Mel Gibson after his you haven't seen too much of him, but he did good. You know, he was, I enjoyed it. I thought he did a great job playing the villain, the bad guy. Because why? Well, after his ranting and raving about the Jews and the blacks and all this stuff that that kind of got him in trouble, he's a bad guy. So he played an awesome bad guy. I loved it. Harrison Ford was in it. Oh, Grandpa, man, that guy is looking old. I know he's going to be in the new Star Wars movie. The whole cast of Star Wars is going to be in the new Star Wars movie. So that's going to be, what is it going to be? It's got to be Grandpa Solo. You know, Han Solo and Princess Leia hooked up, had some kids, and they have kids now. Something. I don't know. But he's definitely looking his age. And of course there was Arnold. Arnold was in it. He played a big part in it. Of course Arnold did. You know, he didn't play a big part. There's a couple scenes with Arnold in it, but of course you have to have Arnold in it. But Bruce Willis wasn't in this movie this time. Bruce Willis was not in that. I think I read somewhere that Bruce Willis said that they didn't pay him enough money to be in the new Expendables. Probably because the plot was kind of pointless and it was just nothing but action and eye candy and blowing things up. And hey, that sounds like a movie to me, man. Right? So go check out Expendables 3 and 2 and 1. The Expendables, go check them all out. As soon as they have a box set, I'm going to get it. I'm just waiting for Expendables 4. Maybe they're going to have Lou Ferrigno in there this time. He won't be able to talk much because, well, he's Lou Ferrigno. He don't talk much because he's partially deaf. But not saying that he can't act. He did a heck of a Hulk, I guess. I don't know. I'm rambling on about that. But that was a good movie. Go check it out. I also went and seen November Man with Pierce Brosnan, the spy movie. It's a movie about a spy who isn't a spy no more, but is pulled in to save a spy while it's being chased by a spy who he trained to be a killer spy. So I'm taking it as a spy movie. It was a good movie. I liked it. It was a lot of action, a lot of spyness, a lot of James Bond stuff going on, which he happened to play once or twice. He played James Bond, right? I think he was James Bond twice. And you know what? Funny thing is, I heard that what's his name? Denzel Washington is campaigned to be the next James Bond. Why not? Denzel Washington is James Bond. Right? The Skyfall movie, the last James Bond movie was a thumbs down. I thought it was boring. But that's just me. But of course I watched it because I like spy movies. Speaking of November 7th, my friends, is the Light the Night Walk that we're doing for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. See how I did that? You like that? I'm learning. I'm catching on. The Light the Night Walk Foundation. Donate some money, man. Come on. $1, $5, $10, whatever it takes. Just donate. Let's find a cure for this leukemia and lymphoma. All right? So, yeah. So go check out November Man. Another awesome spy movie. And of course, speaking of silly movies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's all you got to say right there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Ninja power. Right? I loved it. I loved that movie. That movie was awesome. I couldn't get enough of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was just great. So, check out those movies, man. Expendables 3, action. November Man, action. And of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, nothing but action. I'm an action kind of guy. I like action movies. And the Galaxy movie, I like that. That was good. Action in that. Also, September was my birthday. Hey, happy birthday to me. So definitely go to my website, www.laughingwithcancerpodcast.com. Click on the link to Light the Night Walk, Lymphoma, Leukemia Society, right? And donate for my birthday. Do it for me. Do it for everybody. Do it for all the little children in the world, right? Because it is Child Cancer Awareness Month, right? So donate. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yes, it was my birthday. So I turned 45. Yep, 45. I'm getting old. As soon as I turn 50, I guess I'm going to have to get my prostate checked. I don't know. I mean, I have leukemia. I can't have prostate cancer too, can I? I guess I could. But I'm going to wait another 5 years before I go get my prostate checked, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't wait that long. I don't know. I don't know much about prostate cancer. All I know is that you're supposed to get checked at a certain age, and by golly, you go get that doctor to, you know what I'm saying? Saying, how you doing there, Doc? Moon River. Get it checked out. All right. So yeah, like I said, it is Blood Cancer Awareness Month, Leukemia Awareness Month. And we are going to talk about leukemia. You know what, though? I was just thinking about the silliness of the action movies and all the silliness going on. And I've heard this silly song from Africa. It's to let people know about the Ebola virus that's going on in West Africa and all that area over there. You know, the threat, the breakout of going, and it's it's a pretty silly song. I want to play a quick little clip of it here for you because it's it's funny. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing, right? You shouldn't be laughing at Ebola because that's some serious stuff, man. You get some Ebola going on, and I don't know, you crap your innards. I don't know exactly what happens on that stuff, but I know it's not some good stuff. But so I'm not laughing at the Ebola. If you got Ebola, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. But if you're dancing to this silly song, then I'm definitely gonna be laughing at you. All right. So here's a quick little clip of this song.
Be careful how you shake your hands, oh. Be careful who you touch. Ebola is more than HIV. It can kill you quick. It can kill you fast. Ebola, don't touch your friend. Ebola. Don't touch your friend, Ebola. I say it will kill you.
Ebola, don't touch your friend, Ebola. I don't know. It will kill you quicker. It will kill you faster than HIV or AIDS all together and all combined. I don't know. This song is. I can't. I mean, I'm glad they're bringing awareness to all the people over there in Sudan and West Africa because, you know, but this song is just silly. It reminds me of the Chupacabra song back in the day when the Mexico thought the Chupacabra was eating all the goats and the pigs and the chickens, you know, Chupacabra, ooh, ah, Chupacabra, ooh. This song is silly.
Ebola, don't touch your friend, no touching, no eating something dangerous. Ebola, don't touch your friend, no kissing, no eating something dangerous. Ebola.
Hitting the charts at number 2 in Sudan and West Africa. It's the Ebola song. That song is funny. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be laughing. Some of you probably thinking, man, that's just wrong. That's wrong, Elvis. Don't be laughing at Ebola, because if it gets over here to the United States, we're all in trouble. Very true. And it's probably going to eventually get over here. It's already been over here twice, right? They had those 2 people that had the Ebola, and they brought them back over here, and they cured them. So obviously there's a cure, right? So why don't they give them to all those people over there? I don't know. Anyways, so I just wanted to share that with you. A little bit of silliness, a little bit of silly song. I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh when I hear that. Don't touch a friend. Ebola. Watch what you eat. Don't eat nothing dangerous. What are you eating that's dangerous? Is it still alive? Can it charge at you and kill you? I don't know. Don't touch your friend. Don't do nothing. Stand in your corner and be still. Close your eyes. Don't look at me. You got the Ebola. Anyways, we're going to talk a little bit about leukemia and lymphoma. This month is Leukemia Awareness Month, Blood Cancer Awareness Month. So I want you guys to be aware of a little bit of leukemia and lymphoma. Now, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I've said that before. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to get all technical into the technical, boring, make you go to sleep aspects of leukemia or lymphoma. I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of the types of leukemia, some of the symptoms, maybe, or the causes, what they think is the causes of leukemia, and kind of a little bit about lymphoma and the Hodgkin's and non-Hodgkin's. So let's start off with leukemia. Trying to make a funny song of that. Leukemia. Don't be in a radioactive area. Leukemia. I don't know. Leukemia. It comes from Greek. It's a Greek word. Leu and chemia. I don't know. Meaning blood disorder. I guess. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I should have looked that one up. But I know it's a Greek word. Leukemia. I do know that. But there's several different types of leukemia. There's several different kinds, but there's 4 main types of leukemia. There's acute myeloid leukemia, AML. There's chronic myeloid leukemia, CML, acute lymphocytic leukemia, ALL, and chronic lymphocytic leukemia. That's what I have. Chronic lymphocytic leukemia, CLL. Now, chronic lymphocytic leukemia, that type primarily affects adults 55 years or older and rarely affects children. So CLL will rarely affect children. It rarely affects people under the age of 55 or 60, but sometimes it'll get you in your 30s and 40s, like it did me. So, acute lymphocytic leukemia is a type affected both children and adults, but most common type diagnosed in children. So it is Children Cancer Awareness Month, so you might want to be aware, I guess. I don't know. Why am I laughing at this? I should be laughing at this, right? This is serious. Let's be serious. Okay. Chronic myeloid leukemia is primarily found in adults. And acute myeloid leukemia, this type affects both children and adults. So that one will hit either one. It don't care. It's not prejudice. It does not care. Now you might be asking, what exactly is leukemia? Well, leukemia is a type of cancer in the blood-forming tissues of the body, in your bone marrow, including the lymphocytic system and the bone marrow. Like I just said, the bone marrow. Your bone marrow makes up your white blood cells, your lymphocytes, your platelets, your red blood cells, all that good stuff. That's what your bone marrow does for you. But there's not just those 4 types. There's also a rare type that I like to call the Yeti of CLL. The Yeti? Bigfoot? Okay. Anyways, it's called hairy cell leukemia, and sometimes that's found in patients with CLL. And it's called hairy CLL because under the microscope it looks all hairy, like a Yeti or like a Bigfoot. You know, you don't rarely see them, but sometimes people say they see it. Right? A Bigfoot? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Now, some of the symptoms that you might be having that you don't know why you're having, you might want to go get checked out. There's symptoms that I had whenever I went to go to the doctor to get checked out because I didn't know what was going on. and I had these symptoms, so I went and checked them out. And here are a few of these symptoms. We got fever, we got unintended weight loss, night sweats, swollen lymph nodes, particularly in the armpit and neck, frequent infections, abdominal discomfort and swelling, fatigue and weakness. Now, fatigue and weakness is going to be your main problem with any of those things, with cancer in general. Any kind of cancer, you're going to have fatigue and weakness. Joint and bone pain, headaches, shortness of breath, bruising easily, bleeding easily, and loss of appetite. Now, those are some of the symptoms that you might want to, if you're having those kind of symptoms, you might want to go to the doctor, get checked out. Have your blood checked out and just see what's going on if you have any of those kind of symptoms, because that's what I had. I had a few of those symptoms, and so I went to the doctor and went and got checked out. That and the pain in the particular, the gland area, in my armpits and my groin area. I was having a lot of pains, and that's when I found out I had leukemia. But so those are some of the symptoms you might want to check out for leukemia. Now, causes. What causes leukemia? Elvis, what causes leukemia? I don't know. Nobody knows. I sound like Seinfeld. Nobody knows. Nobody. I don't know. They really don't know. They don't know. I'm not a doctor, like I said, so well, what the heck do I know? I barely know what I'm doing here. Anyways, okay, let's get serious. Okay, come on, Elvis. Serious now. What's the cause and risk factors of leukemia? Exactly what causes this type of cancer is not yet known. However, there are several risk factors that are thought to contribute to a person's developing of this type of cancer. These risk factors include radiation. I think I've mentioned that in a couple shows back. The radiation that I dealt with for 15 years, the doctor said had no effect on why I have leukemia. I think they're mistaken. But those who have been exposed to high levels of radiation that are much higher risk to developing this type of cancers, these exposures come from medical radiation and or nuclear power plant accidents. So, if you're in Chernobyl, when they had that nuclear accident, you probably got leukemia. Or you're already dead in Chernobyl. So, if you are around any kind of power plant, nuclear power plant, and there's an accident, you might want to get checked out. If you're around a nuclear power plant, you might want to get checked out, period. Those and the medical radiation, I think, like when they do radiation treatments on people. So that makes no sense to me, but what do I know? Like I said, I'm not a doctor. Chemical exposure. Those who are exposed to high levels of chemicals are at much higher risk of developing this kind of cancer. The most common chemicals related to leukemia include formaldehyde and benzene. I believe I mentioned a couple shows back that I worked at power plants and I worked at the mines, and there's a lot of benzene around that area, and I believe I told my doctor that too. But they said no, that couldn't be the cause of it. Internet, you are wrong. Everything I read about it is wrong. Genetic disorders, Down syndrome and others specific genetic disorders are associated with the increased risk for developing this cancer. And of course, if you have family history of leukemia, your chances are higher of having leukemia or getting leukemia. There's certain drugs. They say certain drugs containing certain agents of a person developing leukemia. Now, I could try reading this over again, but I'm not gonna, because I'm stumbling over it. But there's certain drugs that they use during chemotherapy treatments and radiation treatments. So what that doesn't make sense to me is that they use chemotherapy to take care of one type of cancer, but you could possibly get another type of cancer. That makes no sense. But like I said, I'm not a doctor. They say smoking is associated with an increased risk of developing acute myeloid leukemia. Smoking. Don't be smoking, people. You better quit it. Besides, you smell like an ashtray. And your clothes stink. So stop smoking. Okay? Especially those that you know who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking about. You know I'm talking about you. That's right. I'm looking right at you. Quit smoking. It's not good for you. I used to smoke. But I don't have acute myeloid leukemia. I just have leukemia. That's because I quit smoking. If I'd have kept smoking, I could have had acute myeloid leukemia. You never know. Here's a few facts that you don't know or you might not know about leukemia. Every 4 minutes, a person is diagnosed with leukemia. Every 4 minutes. So there's already been 7 people already been diagnosed with leukemia since we've been talking. Right? Maybe, I don't know. After I edit this, maybe only 4. Who knows? And then they say every 10 minutes a person dies from leukemia. So that's crazy. Okay, they say 1/3 of the leukemia patients are children and teens. The little dudes, man, the little people. 1/3 of them get leukemia. It's an estimated new cases of leukemia in 2014, 52,380 new cases of leukemia. That's new, brand new. An estimated deaths from leukemia in 2014, 24,090. That's just an estimate. So, we need to try and find a cure for leukemia. Lymphoma. Lymphoma, I'm not, I don't know much about lymphoma. Lymphoma, I know there are 2 main types of lymphoma. Non-Hodgkin's, which is 90% of cases, and Hodgkin's, which is 10% of cases. But I know that lymphoma is a type of cancer that begins in the white blood cells called the lymphocytes. Your lymphocytes are the main part of the immune system that circulate in the blood vessels as well as in their own network of vessels and lymph nodes. From there, they can enter the blood and tissue and respond to bacteria and viruses. Lymphoma develops when the lymphocytes grow and divide uncontrollably into tumors, crowding out healthy tissue and organs. So, lymphoma, you get tumors, you can have those removed and stuff like that. I guess leukemia is just basically in your blood. You have to get bone marrow transplant or stem cell transplant in order to do that. I'm not sure with the lymphoma, but I know they can remove different tumors and stuff that form from lymphoma. But those are just a few things that I wanted to let you know about leukemia and lymphoma. But like I said, I don't know much about it, and I should know more because I am sick with it. I know that I'm going to be doing more treatment in the future. So it's just a watch and wait kind of thing going on right now. So while we're watching and waiting, we're laughing and trying to take care of ourselves. I hope that this information at least gave you a little bit of giggle, gave you a little bit of a laugh. And I want you to make sure you go to my website, www.laughingwithcancerpodcast.com. Go to the link for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society and the Light the Night Walk. Click on that link. Donate $1. Donate $5. Donate $10. Donate whatever you wish. Just donate something. All right? Or else join the team. Join the team and come walk with us on November 7th here in Phoenix. It should be nice and cool evening. It's in November. Oh, and check out November Man, the movie. See what I did? I know it's in November. Anyways, check out the links and donate. Also, go to Facebook, Laughing with Cancer Facebook. Check it out. Give me a like. All right, tell a couple friends about this silly guy named Elvis Rico has this silly podcast, and go to Stitcher Radio, go to podcastland.com. I'm on iTunes, of course. You'll find me everywhere. I'm like the wind, baby. I'm like the wind. I am everywhere. So definitely check it out. I want to thank you guys for letting me jabber to you, let me giggle with you, let me laugh with you. Because like I said in the beginning, relaxation is perhaps the single most important key to health and well-being. But without laughter, my friends, you're nothing. You're just sitting there waiting, right? So you need to get up and get laughing. Laughing will help you. Believe me, I've been in a slump lately, and I need to laugh. Go see that cop movie. I seen that one too. The cop. That one was funny. That one was really funny. We Are Cops or something like that. I'm not sure what it was, but it was funny. Anyways, so check it out. Thank you for listening to me. And tell a friend, tell 2 friends, tell 5 friends. Just go and vote and click and do all that, like, and the social media stuff. Do it all. All right. I love you. Peace, love, and stay laughing.
Laughing with Cancer Podcast.com.